Folks, many of you have commented here that you like what I do, and you don't necessarily have to agree when I do opinion broadcasts with what I say. I'm not the most sexiest looking guy, but I give you a show and I give you live content, entertainment. Sometimes I'm not that great, but I'm here for you. And you have come here, and I'm starting to get the momentum that I got when I was doing the blog, and have now since begun to concentrate on doing YouTube broadcasts. But in order for me to continue doing this, it's not a lot of money, but I do need your support. $5, $10. I am going to tell you that a $10 or a $20 donation, a combination of contributions and subscriptions, enables me to continue to do this. And look, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to give you all these little subtitles and euphemisms. The money, it's cash that you contribute to my cause, goes to now enabling me to do the show, to pay the internet bills, and the high speed capability, my phone, the research that occasionally I have to perform in order to get a story right. It's as simple as that. I am not a conglomerate. I am totally independent. And I think I do a hell of a job. There are days, like all of us, we don't have a great day. I don't know what you do. Maybe you're a contractor, you're a plumber, you're a PR guy, you're a tech woman, what have you. And those of you that watch me, whether you're at a television station or a news station, radio, internet, whatever, many of you watch. And many of you, by the way, have contributed. But I need what's called, in my situation, even though I'm individual, I need working capital. It costs roughly $500 a month for this show to go on. It's not a lot of money. It is for me because that enables me to pay the bills and to give you a show and scoops, that kind of thing. $300 for my expenses, wires and phones and computers and all that stuff, and a couple $100 left over for miscellaneous expenses like me, so I can buy great coffee from 7-Eleven. Okay. And look, everybody's snipping from everybody, right? Well, I need this, contribute to this. I mean, look on YouTube. These billionaires, these companies, presidential candidates, they're asking you to contribute $5 or whatever it is, right? Very legit. I am asking you the same thing, although I'm a one-man band, ladies and gentlemen. And I know a lot of you love what I do. In fact, I get constantly emails from people. Hey, I'm such and such. You can't use my name. I work at this station. We really appreciate what you do. And even those that don't appreciate what I do, they're the first in line to read me or now watch me. Because I'm the only one who covers the media locally in this town, in this area: San Francisco, Oakland, Contra Costa, San Jose, the Peninsula, Marin. I'm not asking for a fortune. I'm asking you what you can get by with. $5, $10, $25, whatever is within your means. And again, I realize everybody, well, not everybody, is having a hard time these days. The stock market is great. People are buying houses, but some of you in tech have been laid off, but you get a job. I just need, folks, money in which I could pay the bills associated with this to give you a show. And even by doing this request, I'm giving you a little bit of entertainment. Not great. This isn't the Ed Sullivan show or, Star Search, but you come here and look, people have to get paid. I mean, there's certain things I pay for because I understand that, look, we become so accustomed to the internet. It's free, and we can go to the Drudge Report to get news or, one of the local sites, that kind of a thing. But unlike the Chronicle and Hearst and all the TV stations that I cover and critique, they've got millions and millions and millions of dollars. Granted, not as much as they used to have because of the fact that the internet has neutralized all revenue. And we don't have newspapers anymore. We all know that, right? And the only newspapers these days that are making any kind of money are all online. There's been a gazillion articles about, the Times, New York Times, charging money now, Wall Street Journal to look and to read their content. And I get all of that, you know, even places that we've become accustomed to, right? That we go seek out whatever we seek out, like a YouTube and what have you. Yeah, on paper, it's free, but you end up paying, right? Because you got to pay your cable bill, your internet bill, your high speed bill. You got to pay for your phone bill, and all that. All I'm asking, and I'm doing it legit, I'm not giving you again euphemisms like, "Well, I've got to get funds to cover my staff." You're looking at my staff, and that's me. And by being straight with you, which is the only way I've been with you for a year now, and those of you who have read me, and I got a little news nugget on that, I've been straight with you. And people give me grief some. Oh, the guy's begging. I'm not begging. There are billionaires out there and millionaires on their websites. If I'm begging, so are they. They got $1 billion or 1 million, 5 million, whatever, 20 million, 100 million. I don't have that kind of cash. I do this hopefully to entertain, to inform, and to give you something. And look, I realize there are days where I don't have the greatest of shows. You're angry. I get emails. What? I'm going to pay for that? Yeah. Well, look, there are days where Bill Maher is not that entertaining, or things that you pay for online, like the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. I'm not comparing myself, thank God, in this instance, to the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. Much better publication. I am asking you, those of you who consume me, consumers, that it is a difficult world out there. Yes, indeed, it is. I give you live content, whether you like it or not. And a lot of you come here, even the trolls who make fun and give me grief, and some of it good grief, if you know what I mean. I at least give you some element of something that you don't get in the Bay Area. I mentioned the Chronicle. They don't cover the media. The news stations, the so-called TV news stations, they don't cover media. Of course, they're not going to cover media because they're a part of the medium. I do. And look, you don't always have to agree with me. If you disagree with me, fine. If you give me a cogent, non-personal shot and you want to debate, I publish various comments that are critical. You've seen in the last few days people saying, well, you're not going to have the guts to publish this. It's kind of like bait, right? I do. And I am working. I am working. It costs money, though, on the means to which we can interact live. Like I'm with you now live. I could take calls, or maybe I could do a deal where, we exchange texts and things of that nature. But folks, I need your help to keep this up. And yeah, you're always going to have those, oh, go to hell and get off. And, we wish you to hell and all that. That's fine. it's called the state of the world. It's the internet. And all the brave souls behind their keyboards are going to come out. Oh, get lost. Okay. Meanwhile, they're the first in line to watch me. And I ain't no gift to the modern world. At times, I could be a pain in the ass to my own self, let alone you. But I am here. I break some incredible stories. I do. I have. And I have had some incredible interviews. Not always fantastic, but they're live. Frank Somerville, Michael Cardoza, Ted Robinson, uh, Ross McGowan. And I'm working on other Bay Area centric people like anchors and reporters that you loved. You wondered, where have they gone, kind of a thing. Well, I'm going to bring them to you, back to you, and we're going to talk and have an interactive situation with some of your favorite and not so favorite anchors and reporters and newspaper people and radio people who were real, legit stars that we don't have these days. Or I lament the fact that they're gone and they left much too soon. Some of them legitimately wanted to leave while they could. In order for me just to continue that, folks, I ask you again, $10. That's not a lot of money. What do you pay? $300? Some of you pay monthly for your streaming now, whether you get these Hulus or Hulas, whatever the hell it is. I forgot. Hulu, and Paramount Plus and Disney Plus and ESPN Plus and all that money. A lot of you spend what, $200, $300 a month. I'm asking you to contribute so that I can give you just a show. And I'm not BSing you with, as I said, euphemisms. So many of them ask you, they being individuals or companies. Look, I'm a one-man band. I keep repeating that. I have to live too. Whether go into another detail on that, but it just asks you to help me out. If you're not watching me all the time, don't. I get all that. You might be on a fixed income. Many of you are quite the opposite. You worked in tech, you work in tech, you get, or you're doing very, very well. You got a lot of stock options, you have money that enables you to live a comfortable life. And one of the things that you do is between cable, streaming, and however, what area you get and live with your various lifestyles of being informed and wanting to have a couple of interesting places to go while you eat your tuna sandwich, there's always Rich Lieberman. Whether you hate me, love me, are indifferent, what have you, I ask you to support me. I mentioned a lot of you have sent me emails anonymously. Hey, we really appreciate what you do. Keep up. Don't stop being critical of such and such, this station, that station, TV, radio, internet. Well, yeah, I could take a bullet, metaphorically speaking, and I will be critical. I will be critical always, as long as I do this when the situation is merited. Sometimes I'll go off the deep end, again, metaphorically, and give you an opinion. It might be harsh. Most of the time it is, but it will be from the heart. And in order to do that and not to get butchered, and those folks who want to basically silence me and get me off the net and make it impossible for me just to survive, if that happens, then you don't get the information that you're due. You don't get the opinion or two or three that you look forward to, even if you disagree with me. If you agree with me, great. But that's not entertaining. I love to talk to and look at people and things and listen to radio stations that continue to amaze me how verkakte that they are, incompetent. It's almost in a way sort of magical, sort of entertaining. Then in part, I go on the air here. YouTube, thank you, and give you my opinion, or scoop sometimes, or break some news about an anchor that you want to know about, the status, who's auditioning, who wants to get the hell out. My opinions on various people who work locally and beyond, because I am, with your help, going to expand, not just local, but national and international. Again, folks, to end it right here and now, I need your support. I will be beholden to you and not advertisers. I've never gone that route because inevitably the big advertisers, they want to influence what I have to say and what I can't say. And that's when I know, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's why you come here. You don't have to love me. You can hate me and despise me unless I'm speaking ill of you personally. That's not the case. And if it is, so be it. I do a service. Yes. And yes, God willing, I could be entertaining at times. Not always. Who is always, or whom is always? We all have our days. $10, $5, $20, 25, 50, 100, whatever you can afford. That's all I ask. I request. There are days and moments and times I really do need the money. Yes, we all have bills. All of us. Some have the means to not have to worry about the bills. I'm not in that category. So, how do you subscribe? How do you donate, contribute to me, Rich Lieberman? Okay, you can go on your laptop and go to my PayPal. It's a PayPal icon on my page. You can't get it on your phone, so you have to go to your desktop or your laptop. And there's an icon right up there that says PayPal. PayPal, you don't have to be a member of PayPal to contribute. And oh, by the way, important, PayPal is 100% safe and secure. I know that because I use it. And you are protected. Encrypted PayPal. So I take all the credit cards, every credit card imaginable. If you want to pay cash, there's a device on my PayPal. You could do that. It goes directly to me. And I will personally, I say this all the time, but I want to let you know, I will personally thank you via email and or, yes, old-fashioned Rich here, a phone call thanking you. And oh, by the way, if you make a donation of $20 or more, you will get a 5-minute schmooze from me. You can talk about anything you want. We will talk, and you can even say it on my show. So please click on the PayPal. I know a lot of you have contributed in the past. I thank you. If you want to contribute again, always appreciated. It goes directly to moi and allows me to pay the bills that are required in order for me to continue to do what I do. Occasionally, from time to time, you have disagreed with me. I haven't had the best of days. I'll be a little cranky. I will make up. I'll make up for it by giving you the very best that I can put out. Again, opinions, interviews that you've watched me perform here. And by the way, thank you for all your thanks on my interviews. You're damn right. I know how to interview for the most part. We're going to have a lot more. And we're going to have interview subjects and people that don't do interviews, folks, but they'll do mine because they understand that you watch, the people watch, the industry people watch, and we are live and local and national. There is no filter. There is no editing. You get what you get. Not always perfect, but pretty much every day I give you this. So please donate, contribute, whatever the verbiage you want to use. I need your support, and I appreciate your support and thanking you. And those of you, oh, I took a stand about a certain media person or what have you. Yes. As long as you help me, I'll take the bullet for you and speak my mind, your mind, our mind, and I'll do it from the heart and not have to worry about advertisers saying, "You can't say that, sir. We're going to withhold our support." Well, then it's yeah. So thank you, folks. Please make a donation. Make it possible for me to give you the content that you always look forward to. And again, for the umpteenth time, you will not get anywhere else. It's all filtered in BS and propaganda. It's one of the reasons why the media, the mainstream, so called mainstream media, is so hated by you folks. I get it. I worked there. I understand. And I appreciate you helping me out. And therefore, do what you have to do. Contribute. Provide me the means to give you the independent thought and all the opinions, even if you disagree. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.